What's up guys, welcome back to another video, and it's finally time for the long-awaited talisman guide video. I had this idea over 6 months ago, but I just completely forgot about it. But anyway, in this video, I'm going to be showing you every single free talisman that you can get, and also which order you should be getting talismans in for the maximum magic power for your money, if that makes sense. I also just want to say thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers, it means a lot, and if you haven't already, feel free to sub, I appreciate it a lot. Alright, I'm going to be starting out this guide with a really simple way to see which talisman you should get next. Simply go to the description of this video and click on the Discord link. Once you join my server, go down to bot commands, and then type /missing, then type in your name, and then whatever profile you're on, then hit enter. Once you do that, a list of talismans will pop up, which is sorted by how cheap each one is. As you can see here, on this profile I have no talismans, but it's showing me what order I should buy them in, which is extremely useful. It's even more useful for higher level accounts who don't know which talisman they should get next. Like right here, I should get the vaccine artifact. However, if I wanted the most bang for my buck, I would have to recombobulate my epic and rare accessories to get the most coin per magic power. Speaking of magic power, if you don't already know, here in the hub is where you use all your magic power. You click on one of these power stones, and then you go to stats tuning and you can get extra stats. You get a different amount of magic power based off the rarity of your accessory. That's why the Discord bot will sometimes tell you to recombobulate your talismans. And the more magic power you get, the more powerful your stats will be from the power stones and the more tuning points you have. So yeah, that's why talismans are always good. That little stat boost upgrade, it goes a long way. Alright, enough of that. Now it's finally time for me to show you how to get every single free talisman in the game. Some of you high level players don't have these talismans, so listen up. Here's the entire list, but I'm going to be going through them one by one. Starting with the first one. Zombie, Skeleton, Village Affinity, and Scavenger Talisman. Technically, they aren't free, but they're all right here at the Adventurer, near the Bazaar. It's like 500 coins per. You pretty much can afford this as soon as you start the game, so that's why I'm counting it as free. Next up, the Archaeologist's Compass. The Archaeologist can be found at these coordinates, and once you talk to him enough, he'll give you a compass. I already have it, so he won't give it to me, but just take my word for it. The next talisman is going to be the Pest Hunter artifact. For this, we're going to have to do /warp garden, and then go over to this hut over here. Once you talk to these guys, and they teach you how pests work in the garden, then you click on Philip, and you go over to Pest Hunter Wares. Here, you can buy different Pest Hunter talismans, which have a requirement of you exchanging a certain amount of pests with Philip. So yeah, have fun grinding that. Grinding pests isn't all too hard though, since they spawn in even when you're not online. You can see here I have 8 pests on my island, which is the maximum, and I haven't even farmed in like 10 months. The next talisman is the Wolf Paw, which you'll find it in Spruce Woods. Go over to the back of the Spruce Woods to Gustav. Once you talk to him, he'll ask you to run a race, and you'll have to do this a couple of times. For this race, all you need is an aspect of the end, grappling hook, ender pearls, or really anything that gives a speed boost. The pathing is pretty simple, because all you have to do, step on this pressure plate, and then teleport all the way to the back, click on that pressure plate, and then teleport all the way back. I kinda messed up there, but you see how easy it is? So yeah. There's another really simple talisman, so go pick this up if you don't have this already. The next talisman is a frozen chicken, which you can only get when Jerry's workshop is open, and unfortunately, it's not open for me right now, but it's very simple. Once you spawn in, there's a hill to your right, climb that. Once you climb that hill, you'll meet some dude at the top, I think he looks like a chicken or something, and then basically you're right on top of a chicken, through the hoops in the sky, and once you do that enough times, you'll get a talisman for free. I don't know, I don't even think I have it, so good luck with that. For the next talisman, we're going to be in the Dungeon Hub. And the talisman is the Cheetah Talisman. Once you spawn into the Dungeon Hub, simply just drop straight down, and then you'll meet this dude. He'll give you options for 3 different races, and then he'll give you 4 different options for what items you can use. But in order to get the Cheetah Talisman, you have to complete 4 out of 4 objectives on 3 different modes. Obviously, I would recommend these 3, as nothing at all is just too difficult. I completed this easily with just young armor, but you may need to use ender pearls, aspect of the end, or even grappling hooks. The pathing here is very simple as well. For Giant Mushroom Race, go on the start pad and follow this. Here's the finish. It's super easy, but I do recommend you use a God Pot or something like that. Our next talisman is going to be a lot more difficult, and it's going to be in the Crimson Isle. The talisman is Odger's Teeth, or however you pronounce that. But anyway, once you spawn in the Crimson Isle, just teleport all the way to the top of this volcano, and then teleport into this shack. Here, you'll meet the man himself, and unfortunately, you're gonna have to trophy fish for the rest of your life. Trophy fishing requires a lava rod, and okay, I'm not really gonna go into it. Basically, you fish into the lava, you find lava fish, and each fish has a different rarity. If you collect all the fish with a certain rarity, you get that tooth. So it goes bronze, silver, gold, and then diamond. However, diamond, gold, and even silver is pretty late game. So I wouldn't really worry about this talisman, but technically it's still free, which is why I'm covering it in this video. And you'll have to do it eventually, whether you like it or not. The next talisman is the pig's foot, which is located in the end. And yes, maybe you guessed it, but it's another race. Once you spawn in, look to your left, and up these stairs is Goober? I don't know. But he looks like a dragon. Basically, he'll talk to you. You have to complete this race where you go from here, and you just teleport as far as you can. And then here's the end. Yeah. Oh, and you have to go back, apparently. So, that was fun. Have fun with that. Next up is the Seal of the Family, and this is definitely not a free talisman, but I feel like it's worth talking about. So as you know, the Dark Auction spawns in here. Once you buy 15 things from the Dark Auction, then you can head over to my boy Lucius? Yeah, whatever. And then you can buy the Seal of the Family for a light 10 million coins. And yeah, by the way, that 10 mil is nothing compared to the amount you'll have to spend to buy 15 items from the Dark Auction. So have fun with that. And next up, King Talisman, another fun talisman. For this one, we're going into the Dwarven Mines. Once you spawn into the Dwarven Mines, just take my pathing. For the King Talisman, you have to talk to all 7 of the different kings. However, the kings rotate out and there's only 1 king a day. Once you've talked to all 7 of these people when they were king, then you'll get the King Talisman and you'll never have to talk to them ever again. And we have Melody's hair. Yikes. You may already know this one as it's infamously hard for some people, but it's in the Savannah Woodland and you simply cross this bridge and you see Melody. Here, you have to go through all of these songs and play them on the harp. And it's not easy, but luckily for you, I have really good advice. And whatever. But you see how I was doing good on one of the hardest songs? Well, the secret tip is simply use your drop key instead of clicking your mouse. It helps so much. You'll thank me later. Let me say that one more time. Use your drop key instead of clicking your mouse. Okay, on to the next one. Book of Progression. Okay. This talisman is one you get automatically as you level up. As you can see here, level 25 you get a common Book of Progression. And then level 75 it upgrades. It upgrades again at level 150 and 225. And then if you hit level 300 for some reason, it'll be legendary. And if you're really a no-life and you hit level 400, then it'll be mythic. The next up is the Survivor Cube, so get ready for a bit of grinding. For this one, you're going to have to reach Spider Slayer level 7. It's pretty painful, but you can do it. Now, if you're fairly rich and don't have this, let me show you an easy way to get Spider level 7. Go into the Crimson Isle, and then follow my pathing. Stop when you get to the Burning Desert, and you'll see here there's flaming spiders which have 1 million HP. If you can kill these guys easily, I highly recommend you do Spider Slayers here. It'll go so much faster and smoother that saying it'll go faster is an understatement. Just trust me, do Slayers here if you can. Please. It also helps if you have a Hyperion, but... Next up is Jake's plushie, which is yet again another gardening talisman. So if you hate farming, you're out of luck. You get Jake's plushie by accepting Beth's offer 3 times. Now I don't know if she's unlocked automatically or if you have to talk to her, but here's where you would find her in the desert settlement. And then, I don't know, just follow the directions on the screen I guess. I don't have this talisman, I'm not gonna lie. The next talisman is netherrack-looking sunshade, which can also be found in the Crimson Isle. Once you spawn in, take my pathing to this blaze cave thingy. Once you're here, you have to kill these blazes and then it'll drop at some point. Good luck, you'll get it eventually. Next up is the Campfire God badge, which you can find in the Spruce Woods. I meant the Dark Thicket, same thing. But once you're here, go over this bridge and you'll find this strange assortment of villagers and a fire in the middle. As you can see here, I already completed this, which means I'm a pro, and you should take my word for it. Basically, you'll have to talk to Ryan, he'll make you stand in fire for 10 seconds, and you have to survive every single time. For this, you basically need Mastiff Armor if you want to max out the badge, or at least get a legendary level 1. Some other things that will help are a Wither Cloak, Wand of Atonement, Lord Zombie Sword, Overflux, and things along the likes of that. But basically, how I got it is with this, the Red Nose Reforged Stone, and I put it on top of Mastiff Armor. Basically, What I did was I made my crit chance as high as possible, and I made my mana as low as possible. I did both of these things with reforged stones and stats tuning and all of that, but basically, this reforged stone made me able to use my wither cloak basically the entire time. So yeah, it's worth looking into, especially since it's so cheap. Next up, we've got the legendary Ring of Love with these off-brand Romeo and Juliet characters. This one's a long one, so have fun with this. This one's not free either, but I'm not going to be going over this whole thing in the video. So if you want to know how to get this legendary talisman, go in the description of my video and I'll link a guide there that you can use. The next 4 free talismans are going to be in the Rift. Everybody's favorite. These talismans especially are pretty difficult, so get ready to lose some brain cells. Once you're in the Rift, you'll have to go to the Mirrorverse. The Mirrorverse is in West Village in this house. If you don't know what any of this is, I recommend you just play the Rift and eventually you'll figure out what I'm talking about. But basically, we gotta go down here. Luckily, while you're in the Mirrorverse, your time does not go down, so you can take as much time as you want struggling to get these talismans. I already completed the Mirrorverse, so I have everything unlocked, but if you haven't, good luck. The first talisman in the Mirrorverse is Test Bucket, Please Ignore. Once you get to the parkour, you can go over and click this button. Enable hard mode, and good luck. I'm pretty sure if you haven't done this before, the wood blocks will not be here and you have to go off of the ones above, which is pretty hard. And on top of that, the blocks will break under you, which makes it even harder. But it's all worth it since you won't have to do it again. The next talisman is the Big Brain Talisman, which you can find in this room. Honestly, I forget how to do this one, I just know you have to do an extra section of the puzzle. But if I'm nice, I'll link a guide in the description of this video, so make sure to check that out. Next up is the Tiny Dancer Talisman, which is actually surprisingly hard to get. Even I don't have it. But basically, when you get to this room, you'll follow the directions, you'll do the dance, but when this hole opens up in the middle, you won't go down it. You keep dancing until you get the talisman, and then you'll never have to do it again, and it'll probably take forever, unless I just have a skill issue, and I'm coping right now. And also, some lobbies will be glitched, and there'll just be this hole in the center, and the minigame won't start, which is pretty annoying, and you'll just have to find a new lobby, as a lot of these lobbies are actually glitched. For whatever reason. I'm pretty sure it happens if one person completes this minigame, then no one else can play it in the lobby, which they should probably fix. The last talisman, the miniaturized tubulator, can be found in this room. All you have to do is do the parkour from the bottom without any checkpoints and without failing. In my opinion, this is one of the easier ones, and if you don't know how to do this room, let me show you. You take this laser pointer, and you point it at a block through the mirror, and then boom, it shows it to you in real life. And you just do this all the way up. It's super easy. Thank you so much for watching, and if I missed anything, it'll be in the comment section down below. Stop. If you guys would like to win 100 million coins, then simply like, sub, and comment down your IGN and why you think you deserve the coins. I will be picking one lucky winner at the end of my month of daily uploads, and I will be announcing that on Discord. So join using the link in the description down below, and also in the Discord, I'm doing an additional 100 million coin giveaway, and there are other useful channels too, especially for my YouTube channel members who get personal help and advice on lowballing, flipping, and progression from me and my co-op member. I hope you guys all have a good day. See you next time. Bye.